Welcome everybody to the third installment of the Open Hood podcast with your host Max
and Brand.
Well, buddy, we're doing it.
Naked face and all.
Oh yeah. So welcome to the Naked Mole Rat Show.
Movember.
Movember. Well, at least you didn't go right to the wood.
I went right to the wood.
No, I grew pretty fast. I'm kind of jealous. No, I did it because kind of at work, all of us were like, yeah, we'll all do it together.
Yeah.
Even though only a few are. But plus I also lost my grandpa to cancer, I figured.
Might as well.
Yeah. I can't take you serious anymore.
No, it's rough. It'll be back.
Soon.
Hopefully.
Oh, we're forgetting the most important part. Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers. And beers. Careful when you put it down there.
Butt wiper.
So, how's work been? Now
Good.
that it's starting to get cold.
I
guess just put an extra layer on.
Yeah, it's nothing different.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So, you came into work today.
Yes.
And I was kind of like, yeah, I know what we're going to talk about. I have a totally set plan, but now that, we start recording, it's like,
It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
I think for next episode we'll finally try and get a guest on.
Yeah. They're probably getting sick of just the two of us babbling.
Yeah. For some of them might remember Ashton, Ashton and Jesse way back. I was talking to them. We're thinking, you can be there. I don't care, but the three of us kind of sit down and reminisce about what started our channel and the shenanigans we went through and
the OGs.
The OGs. Back when Jesse had his Cherokee.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
That was 300 cars ago?
I mean, as an East St. Paul kid, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
Because I remember, what was it, for my birthday, he's like, yeah, I'll take you out. Got the Jeep going. Pull out of the school parking lot. Stalled.
Yeah.
Here comes a semi barreling down Concordia. That was really scary.
Yeah. He's definitely upgraded in vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, what's his daily now?
Nothing.
Really?
Well,
did he not? No, he rode off the Charger, right?
Well, the Mustangs ran off.
Yes.
But he still doesn't know if MPI is going to, because they're valuing it as a classic.
As it should.
Yeah.
It's a 60s.
So they're still on the fence if they're going to repair it or scrap it.
I mean, even for him, because he's a bot. Yeah. I mean, he can fix that. What's a front clip for that? It's probably relatively.
You need more than a front clip.
Is it that bad? Like the frame?
He needs a new subframe front clip rad support, doors, quarters. It got mucked.
Oh, I just from the front, the picture I seen, it looked like just the front clip.
Yeah.
The whole front end of the car, but I mean, I don't know.
It's going to be interesting.
Hard to say. But I mean, he's willing to do it. I mean, from what that car originally started as to what it is now. I mean,
the amount of work, not just him, but everybody at that school put in.
I still don't know why he has an inline 6 in it, but
I think at the time it was he just wanted it done. Mm-hmm. He wanted to keep it original.
Yeah.
But now he's kind of toying. I think he's going to keep the inline 6, but he's going to try and put on some bolt-ons. And I'm like,
Coyote swap.
I know, we keep saying that, but
4BT Cummins.
No. Ellis swap everything.
I would Coyote swap it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just to keep it forward.
Yeah.
And the Coyotes are good motors.
Honestly, if I could choose, I'm a Chevy guy.
Yeah.
I'll take an Ellis just because of the fact how versatile they are and how easy they are for bolt-ons.
There's parts everywhere.
Yeah. But I would almost take a Coyote because by the book, they are a little faster.
They are, but it's also, I mean, they are faster. It depends what LS you're comparing it to, though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can get an LS7 or an LSX or an LSX whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's so many different LSs.
LZ1.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy the factory LS that comes fully built, supercharged, all that, pushing 1,000 horsepower, but I mean, it's...
You're paying the price.
You're paying.
Whereas, say like with me in the Pontiac, I would put an LS1 or LS2 in there.
Yeah.
Because it's older. Still find mods.
I mean, even a 350 is. I mean, that's what's or 454.
That's basically what it's based off of.
What's in it now?
What, the Pontiac?
Yeah. I
don't even know, honestly.
It's probably a 350 or 302.
I know it has power.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think it's a big boat. It's got to get up and move.
I don't know. It could be some weird, like...
It's probably 454.
I don't think so. You would know if it was a 454.
Yeah.
Like, I think you would know. And you would look under the hood, it'd say 454 right on it.
That's true.
And it'd be, so...
Well...
I was going to say it'd be orange, but that's the Hemis.
Yeah. I'm still on the fence. Do I chrome out the engine? But it needs, like, new seals everywhere. Or do I get air ride suspension for, like, we're around $2,000.
Or you could do both.
Yeah.
I mean, seal kits aren't expensive.
No, it's just a pain in the ass.
I mean, honestly, if you're doing a full seal kit, you might as well pull the whole motor.
Yeah, and that's...
and I mean, that...
At that point, that's why I'm thinking, I'll just swap
That's an 8-pack.
Yeah.
It's not much to pull those old Chevy motors. Even my 87, I could have that out in...
Not only that, but there's no rust on the thing.
Well, exactly.
The only... Granted, I haven't looked underneath, but considering it was driven one winter... Yeah, I can't see there being rust.
Sitting gets rusty.
Yeah,
but I mean,
it's a different rust.
Exactly, and it's in a garage that it only stays in that spot.
Yeah.
So I mean, it should be good, but you never know. I mean, it's.
Well, I think. Now, don't take my word on this, but I'm trying to get a booth at World of Wheels for Canadian Auto.
That'd be sweet.
And Jesse's hoping to have the Mustanger done by then.
Have a Cummins square body. That's got to be in there too.
Yeah, but I said to Jesse, I think it would look really cool. Preserve the way it looks as it is. Put it on show.
Oh.
It has a story.
See, but that's the hard thing. Like, yes, but it's also like,
oh look, another piece of crap banged up car.
Yeah, another crowd killer. Yay! I mean, it's kind of that thing where it's like. Because I know he's going to want to fix it.
Well, yeah.
Who's going to want to leave a smashed Mustang for, a year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when's World of Wheels?
5 months, give or take.
I only have 5 months.
April.
I only have 5 months.
You got 3 months because...
It's not going to make it on.
Why not?
It's because I'm fixing the body and it's staying rust-free.
So wash it when we get home.
I mean...
Wait, we're talking about the Chevy now, right? Your square body?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
It is. I don't know. I mean, it did amazing last year, and it went places that...
Well, it doesn't mean you need to thrash on it, though. Yeah, I know. Look who I'm talking
to. If it's going to have a Cummins in it, it's getting put through its paces.
And that's the thing. If you're doing a Cummins, put it through its paces, show people what it can do, and you know it's going to end up on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it's already on Austin Cruiser's channel right now.
That's true. That was really cool.
That was.
No, because I was cooking. I didn't film that.
No. You did do a couple clips. I don't know what happened to them.
I didn't have enough to even have 5 minutes worth. So I was like, whatever.
Writing in the box.
That was
stuck. Oh, what? Don't. Oh,
yeah.
No, it's a goose.
Yeah, basically, we had a break between the crowds because Boss Hogs was catering. So Brant drove by. He's like, "Want to go for a rip?" I'm like, "Sure." Well, it was already you, Caitlin, and Bo in the front.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, I got the box. I'm just standing there having a good time. We've done worse.
Yeah, we've done a lot worse. It was fun. I mean, I only got stuck twice. I believe twice. But those were, I couldn't get out of my door. And my door's here. Yeah. So, I mean, it's, yeah. But 40's in a bigger lift, I think.
So are those 40s still coming in, or were you just pulling my leg there?
36s.
What's on there now? 35s?
36s.
Oh, so you're just swapping the tires out.
I was gonna... No, I haven't ordered them yet, because if I do the motor swap, then I'm gonna have to obviously swap out my front end, because
really?
it comes way too heavy for
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's true.
So I want to see in...
It's not that you gotta swap it out, because what's the front suspension? Is it cool?
This
leaves?
Yeah.
Just add a leaf.
I know, but my diff itself won't be able to handle it.
You don't think?
No. Neither with my rear end. I think as soon as I were to hit, it's the torque.
I think what your best bet is, because you are looking at that second gen, the best thing, and I promise you
that front end I can't put it in.
Why not?
It's the pumpkins on the wrong side. It won't work.
Yeah, but if you take the drivetrain, so the engine, transfer case, transmission, driveline, front diff, make it a solid front axle.
It already is solid front axle.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Fuck,
it's stupid. It's 87.
That's right.
I think what I'm going to do is I'll take the rear end of the Dodge.
Yeah.
Because I mean they're also like Chevy and Dodge are the same bolt pattern, so I won't have to mess around that. Make it 8 bolt, so it'll be that. Or I'm looking to find a set of Danas. Get a set of 1 tons. Yeah. Throw them under there.
Man, if you could find that, you would be able to go through a lot. I mean, or even if you could just put lockers in it.
I see. That's the hard part, is because there's a million things I can do.
And now that we're talking about
broke, I want to buy a house within the next year. So
wow, that's ambitious.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of how much do I want to really put into the truck versus it's kind of that
how realistic do I want to be?
Yeah, best thing, I can always add things on.
Yeah.
So I put in a crappy rear end and a crappy front end. If they work, they work. Mm-hmm. It's not like I'm building a truck to be a race truck or a mud race truck or anything. I'm building it because
you think it'll be cool.
There's none in Manitoba. There's one 4BT in Manitoba, and that's it. Mm-hmm. And that's a 4-door long box. And when there's
so good as a 4-door long box,
it would. But I mean, that one truck that's a 4-door long box has got the 4BT in it. Yeah. You're getting a headwind, and it can't even get up to speed.
Well, that's like my Dodge with the 5.2.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh, it's underpowered. It shouldn't be this." So I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
The 5.9s aren't bad.
Oh, I know.
My one buddy has one, and he holds a dump trailer with it, and it works good.
But that's what I didn't get. Yeah, sure, it's a 5.2. I get it, whatever. But why the hell was it so underpowered? Couldn't break. Oh, probably because I had 35s on there.
That, transmission issues, and the motor was probably clapped.
Both of them.
All of the above.
All of the above.
You know what the real problem was?
It was a Dodge.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. No, I still like Dodges though. As problematic as they are.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very I don't like Ford. Mm-hmm. I don't really like Dodge. I like my Chevy and my GMC. Yeah. I have a soft spot for the 6.7 Power Strokes.
No.
I want one. Oh. I want one bad.
I want a Cummins really bad. But can I justify a $60,000 truck? No. See,
that's why I don't have a 6.7 now.
But that's funny because I've been looking on auto trailers, Trader, and if I go say in around Montreal or Hamilton, sure it's a long drive.
Fly out there and drive it back.
But I can get that truck there for around 45,000 or 60,000 back here.
Yeah, I know.
Ridiculous.
Our vehicle prices are so high.
Yeah.
Even you go my buddy picked up his truck in Saskatchewan, and it's a 2000.
Well, that's like Garrity did that.
Did he?
Yeah, skipped school, went to go pick up that huge lifted truck.
Oh yeah.
And then, but oh no, I'm thinking Tommy's truck.
No, Garrity sold his.
Yeah.
Took forever to sell it.
Oh well. At least it's old.
Yeah. But yeah, no, my buddy picked up that truck. I mean, you've seen Dylan's truck.
Yeah.
And he got it for like $20,000.
Yeah.
And it's a 2010 Duramax.
Which just got fixed.
Yes.
Again.
Yeah, okay. No, it's the first time.
Oh, I'm thinking that white one he had.
The Dodge.
No, it wasn't the Dodge. It was still Durham.
No, it was a Dodge. It was a Dodge Ram 1500 he had.
Not the rental.
No, I know he had a...
Yeah, and then he got into a crash and lost the...
Oh, that was his Chevy. That was a Chevy. It was his gas job Chevy.
Yeah.
It was a 5.3, it was 04 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that truck.
I remember because he sent me the videos and I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
no damage and just
the pitman arm broke.
And then that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
But yeah, the guy
ran the... I guess it wouldn't be a pitman.
Cut him off and... In the snowbank.
Yep. Yeah, he got that truck back. That one, he sold already, but...
Yeah, I know. He didn't keep that one long. No. So, it's SEMA. SEMA week.
Yeah. I just found that out this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Which I don't get. I thought SEMA was a full week.
Is it?
It's only Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So, SEMA weekend.
Yeah.
See, that's
but you're still able to get, exhibitor passes all week. So, I don't know if it's just the public that weekend. I don't know.
See, the thing about SEMA is, there's a lot of nice stuff, but I hate 80% of the trucks that are there.
They're on
30-inch forces with 42-inch tires.
I know.
They're useless. They're literally spent $200,000 on this truck so it can go sit at a show.
Yeah.
Well,
that's... I think maybe you've seen it, that 6.7 Lime. That really big lime green Dodge Ram.
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's practical, but a lot of the time it just comes down to the wheel and tire setup, I find.
Yeah.
If you were to get a smaller size rim, nice meaty sidewall, which I like, it would look amazing.
Yeah.
But show truck wise, you go for the...
See, I'm not a show truck person.
No, well, we aren't. Look where we live.
I know. As much as I like a show truck as a old classic truck, or even 90s and under, 90s to 30s or whatever. I like those as a show truck. That's a show truck to me. Yeah. Not these 2020 brand new trucks off the showroom. As soon as they go from the showroom, they go right to the shop, get cut up, butchered up to become these big monsters that are halfway useless.
A lot of the vehicles going to SEMA, it's to show off new products companies are coming out with.
Yes.
And it's a trade show. It's not a car show.
No.
And that's, I think, what a lot of people keep forgetting. Because, this year, it's a shed ton of Jeep Gladiators.
Yes.
Because they're brand new.
Yeah. And they're already discontinued.
Yeah. But
they're on grease.
But what I was amazed of how much overlanding there is.
Yeah.
The advancement in the rooftop tents this year alone.
Yeah.
It's
See, that's the thing. All the trucks are douchey, and all the Jeeps are Jeepy.
Yeah.
They're guys have 40-inch Baja claw grapplers on it.
I feel like, especially with Jeeps, you can only do so much until it's repetitive.
They're all They're all the same.
Yeah.
Every Jeep, every new Jeep, they all look the same. Sure, you have a different bead lock on it. Sure, you have a different lift. Sure, you have this. But in the end, it's still a Jeep Cherokee on 35s or 40s. And it's still either a pavement princess or you actually use it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not a big Jeep person. I do like the SRT8 Jeeps.
Oh yeah,
the Cherokees.
Fast.
I seen one yesterday, or a couple days ago. Me and the old lady were driving down the road and pull up beside him. I look at him. I kind of brap him a little, and he just he looks at me. And I'm like, "Okay, we're doing this." Me, him.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's whoa, okay.
Yeah, girlfriend's like, what was that? She's like, my mom's Jeep's not that fast. I'm like, it's got a 6.4 liter Hemi in it. That's not no ordinary Jeep. She's like, I want one. I was like, do you have 80 grand? She's like, what? I'm like, yeah. It's but
buddy, do get the dealership.
Yeah.
Every time a Trackhawk or the SRT8s come in, and it's oh
yeah, I want one.
What did you kind of sidetracking to the news? Did you hear about the new what is it, drag pack or scat pack the 2020 Challenger is?
No.
It's basically the Demon. That was
Dodge Demon.
But I remember, what was it, in the early around 05, Chevy, Dodge, and Mustang, they each had, you could basically buy it as a production car, but it was only meant for the track. It was NHRA certified car, roll cage, everything, and they're coming back out with it. Oh my god, it sounds amazing.
See, which is as cool as they are, it's
pointless.
It's useless in a way.
Yeah.
At least, the Demon's useless too.
Yeah.
I think you can drive them on the road.
Yeah. Well,
in
factory
some places.
comes with one seat. That's the crazy thing.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's weird. I guess because it's too much power, you can get charged. Well, that too.
It's meant for drag car, right?
But I mean, like I watch videos on them. They're cool. But I mean, it's unpractical for the price. But it's more practical buying that than like I was watching comparisons between those and like Maseratis or Lamborghinis or Ferraris or Porsche and all that. It blows them out of the water for a quarter of the price, and it's like. I would spend my I'm not a Dodge guy, but I would spend my money on. I'm not a Ferrari or a Porsche guy either, so I would buy that and still wax them all day long. Like,
you know what? I saw my first Lamborghini SUV. Can't remember the name of it. Wait, Texas.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's actually really nice.
Is it?
If I had $1 million just kicking around, I'd buy one.
Probably need more than that.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like if I had a family and I stumbled upon a lotto ticket, right?
I think I'd rather have an SRT8 Jeep.
Yeah,
I think it'd be faster.
Just for
I don't know.
No, I don't think it would be faster.
No. I mean, you could.
I'd rather get a SRT 12 or 10 for like Dodge Ram.
Yeah,
those things haul so much ass.
But I mean, for that price, though, like for the price range, like even if you bought a fully loaded Cummins, you'd still have enough money left over to build it, and you'd be faster than that.
Yeah. The problem is the EPA basically banned diesel deletes.
Yeah, it is illegal. Yeah. But who doesn't like?
But that's the thing. They're going to stop making them now. So it's almost like, okay, if I know
always delete them. There's always a way to get around it.
And there's always going to be a guy who's like, hey, here's this tune.
Yeah.
It'll cost an arm and a leg. That's why I'm kind of thinking, if I know what truck I'm going to get, do I buy it now?
See, they're going to make it harder, but nothing's going to change.
No.
Like, I have, at my old work, they were deleting their trucks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you were saying,
Yeah, they delete them because they smoked out and they're horrible. Like, the 6.7s are really bad if they have really high hours. And so, like, no matter what, you can always delete a vehicle. It's not that hard to delete the DEF. Half the time on a Ford, the DEF doesn't work.
No, exactly.
Like, so it's not hard. I mean, even like the 6.0s, like to bulletproof them. EGR, head studs. I don't know what else. I think that's about it. Yeah. Like, I mean,
my problem. Well, I know it's more with the newer Fords. I think it was. Where after a certain point, it would basically shut the truck off, saying, "Oh, we need to clean the exhaust system."
Yep, and then it'll go on a high idle. Yeah. It's just like it's.
But I've also I think people tried to make class action lawsuit. The exhaust would catch on fire. It would just glow red and shoot flames the whole time.
Yeah, because it's got to burn it off. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Excavator, a bunch of the excavators that we had did the same thing. They had to do the same thing. You'd have to do a regen. Yeah. Every 600 or 700 hours or something like that is a regen. It's like, why is this regenning? Like, what's the point? Like, that's stupid. So,
no, I think it's going to see, like with SEMA, I definitely like when companies go crazy. Yeah, because it's like, it's a trade show. You're showing off products, but this is also like the world largest stage for show cars. Yes.
Do you know if that guy went to SEMA from Winnipeg?
There's a lot of them actually.
Is there?
Well, there was that guy in Selkirk who has like zombie restoration. He made like a low rider.
Oh yeah.
He went last year.
I know us like the guy with the mega cab.
Oh no.
No, he didn't go this year.
No. I know he went to Daytona.
Yes. He doesn't go to SEMA. He goes to Daytona. Yes.
I would like to see him at SEMA.
I wouldn't mind it. Next year.
We should go next year. We should get like a media coverage. Cover the event.
That'd be cool. So you have to come and swap square, buddy.
Oh my god.
Out there, that's just
Anthony
nothing.
with the Supra, that white Supra. I know. I'm sure a lot of people know who he is. He was like really popular. I remember.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were talking about Subaru for a second. No. I was like, okay, you know how many Anthony's are out there with a Subaru?
No, that like really done up Supra.
That is Supra.
Like, I saw it on Auto Trader as one of their featured listings. I'm like, oh, he's selling it. But I mean, you can only hold on to so much for so long.
See,
but it's like, no, don't.
It depends. I mean, that's hard because like that's even the hard thing about the 87. As much work as I want to put into it, it's still a 1987 with a Cummins in it. Yeah. It's only worth 10 grand.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you, I mean, maybe 15, but I mean, for the most part, you're polishing a pig.
Yeah.
At that point,
you're right.
You can put 50 grand into it. Doesn't mean it's worth it. But that's the hard thing. Even though with that Supra, I'm sure he's put a lot of money into it.
I could be wrong. I think it was valued at $150,000. But
I mean, I guess those supercars you can get.
Supras.
Yeah.
Well, and they're rare, especially with what he's done to it.
Yeah.
But I know he bought the new one, which is actually at SEMA.
The brand new one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I think, like I said, right, it's brand new. Companies want to show off what they have. Because I remember seeing BBS wheels on there, so maybe he got that, and they're like, hey, want to go to SEMA? So maybe, I'm sure he has contacts from last time he went too.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely, I haven't seen enough. Like, I see, SEMA, and I see, like, pictures here and there and whatever. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube or Instagram of it and that, but I mean, I haven't seen much. I haven't seen, I know kind of what it's about, but I mean, for the most part, I don't know much about it. I just know it's where all the big flashy douchey trucks go and everybody walks around jewels. And it's like, I was watching this one guy and he's at SEMA and there was pretty cool trucks. Like there was one, it was an old 60s Chevy, 4-door long box dually, and it was clean. It was slightly lifted, nice semi rims on it. Like, it was a nice truck. I was like, that, to me, that's nice. Yeah. That's perfect. Nice lift, nice rims, tires. I think it was Duramax swapped. I mean, it was clean. But then beside it was this brand new F-250 4-door long box.
Yeah. The standard for SEMA.
Yeah, exactly. Forces rims on it. Had a razor sitting on the back on forces.
I saw a lot of that.
Yeah,
a lot of trucks with razors on the back.
It's the thing because everybody's there's such an aftermarket world
demand for them now, and it's growing.
All of those are in the desert. So you ride on. It's whatever. It's you don't need. It's not here. You don't need mud tires. You don't need. Like, it's...
Well, yeah.
I don't know. But it was like... I was like, that's like 50 feet in high.
Yeah.
Like, it's... Well, I mean, not 50 feet, but I mean, the truck had at least a 12-inch lift or more on it. And then, plus the razor was lifted, plus he was on a razor bed.
Oh, yeah. So...
Like, he built a custom
once everything was up there, it's like 20, 30 feet easy.
Oh, my goodness. Like,
well, I've seen a couple trucks, like... I can't remember what they were. But basically, an 80s or 70s Chevy, but with a 2020 interior.
Yes, that's cool.
I love the look of that. That's cool. It looks clean.
To me, that's a very, I really like the look of it. It looks really clean. It looks good. But you're getting away from the old school Chevy look. Like, that's my favorite. And... You just, I don't know. I just love the old square bodies.
I know.
And you know you're in an old truck when you...
Square bodies, OBS. Yeah. That's what my heart is.
I mean, with the 90, when they moved up to the body style your truck was, and my 93, I would put a new style in there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's...
Actually, I saw a 98 Chev at SEMA.
Oh, really?
It was navy blue.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. It was really nice, but it's like... that's a lot of money in a 98.
I mean, I even seen a 3rd gen Cummins there. I was like...
Yeah. No, I saw a 2nd gen. I think I should send to you.
Maybe. I mean, a 2nd gen, okay, because they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
But a 3rd gen is a 3rd gen. Like, I mean, why? Like,
it's not old enough for it to be, rare.
Yeah.
And it's not new enough for it to still be
nice.
Up to date.
Like,
it's in that in-between now.
It looked good, but I mean, 3rd gens are basic to me. They're boring. They're... Yeah. Like,
unless you're getting, the Laramie.
It's
Laramie.
It's still a basic, boring body style to me. I don't know. I'm just not really that big of a Dodge guy, but it's... even my dad's 04 Ram 1500 he had. It's simple, basic, plain. It's smooth down the sides. There's nothing to it. Like
other than like the second gen Dodge I had, because you remember my grandpa's Dakota. It was like, curvy, like the
ugly Dakotas.
Ugly Dakotas. Yeah. My favorite's like the '08 Dakota with like the sharp edges.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like Dakotas.
I don't know. I just, in my mind as a kid, when I was starting to look, it's like, oh, it kind of was pre-runner look.
See, I was always into S10s.
Yeah.
I always liked S10s.
Yeah.
And once they came out with I really wanted a ZR2. Well, first I really wanted the S10 Extreme or whatever that was. Mm-hmm. The factory lowered one with the V6 and all the whatever. And then I always wanted a two-wheel drive S10. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, well, two-wheel drive is useless. Then I want a ZR2 S10. I wanted one for the longest time, manual. I almost bought one, and then I was just like, what's the point? Mm-hmm. I might as well, I had a ZR2 Blazer, and it was horrible on fuel. It was probably just as bad as my 93 was on fuel. It's like, if to have a half-ton or quarter-ton, three-quarter-ton S10, mm-hmm. No.
Quarter ton.
Quarter ton, yes.
Yeah.
To have a quarter ton S10 is useless when you could have a half ton, mm-hmm. and you're still getting the same fuel mileage. And you can haul whatever you want with, whatever you want with the half ton. You would be able to haul a fifth wheel with a quarter ton.
Well, and that's like when I had the Chev. I could be wrong because I didn't know too much about the older gens, but I had the Z71, mm-hmm. and that was, for a lot of the trucks I know of, at least, that was common.
Yep.
Now, to get a Z71, you got to pay a lot extra.
You did back then too?
Yeah, that's
true. The Z71 was the off-road package.
It was off-road package, leather interior. Yeah. But I was, and it was funny because
not all of them were leather.
That's true.
Because my 04, my 04 was a Z71.
Yeah.
And I'd had a 317 gears in or something like that. The gearing was a lot better than what's in my new one. Mm-hmm. I had my old camper with my four-wheeler, and I could do 120, and it would sit at 2,500 RPMs. I'm doing I'm doing 90K.
And it's screaming.
Yeah. And that was with my old camper with the four-wheel in the back.
Yeah.
And it was the exact same setup. And it was sitting at 3,000. Mm-hmm. I'd go up to 110. It's sitting at 3,200, 3,500. It's it's amazing what same size tires, nothing changed. Same tires actually. It was the same tires from that truck.
Yeah.
So it's wow, it's amazing what the gearing can do, and that's just because it's my new one's not a Z71, mm-hmm. so it doesn't have that.
Whereas say my car, sure, it's only 5-speed.
Yeah.
But that's where you can. I want to say that's where you start getting into that gray area, because at say 110, I'm at almost 3,500 RPM.
Yeah.
But that's cruising speed for a car.
Yeah. See, my Integra was the same way.
Yeah.
It had a fart can on it and whatever, but in fifth gear on the highway doing 105, 110, you're 3,000 RPMs. You're screaming, and it's I'm going 90 because I don't want to listen to this shit box the whole time.
Radio up it goes.
Yeah, exactly. But I've been in a cruise with a 6-speed.
Yeah.
You're cruising 110. You're only doing 2,200 RPMs, mm-hmm. which is,
and that's regardless of what truck it is. I find with gearing, or at least in a truck, you are doing lower RPM because it is meant for that.
Yeah. Well, and bigger tires,
stuff like that. But at least with trucks, you have the ability to change gearing. I mean, unless you have a rear-wheel drive car.
Yeah.
So, I guess bit of news. I know, obviously, once again, I forgot our newspapers. Jesus! Left them at work. But I was kind of scrolling through, and I come across this fact, and it's cars that are disappearing in 2020.
What?
Yeah. Well, manufacturers are not making them anymore.
Oh, right? Yes.
Am I still recording?
Yes.
Yes.
I know Ford stopped making cars.
Yeah, I think 2020 is when it's going to start.
Because they're going to focus on their crossoverness. Which, is smart because cars are almost... Well, here, cars are useless unless they're all-wheel drive. To me.
The only time I find cars useless is when we get a big snowfall.
Yes.
Other than that, they're fine.
Yeah. I guess you've driven a car all summer. Like, I've never driven a car all winter. I've driven here and there.
Yeah. I mean, that was my biggest fear when I got rid of the Dodge.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to drive.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. First gear to the floor. You wiggle the wheel. You make
good winter tires too helps.
Oh, big time. Knowing how to drive helps.
Yes, absolutely.
So I mean, I'm going to start listing off some. I only screenshotted a few. There's like a list of 50 of cars that are discontinuing. Obviously, we know Ford's discontinuing. Ford Taurus. You surprised?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I didn't really know they still made a Taurus, but...
Well, that's what the police cars are.
Yes.
Which makes me wonder...
Okay.
What's going to happen to a lot of departments.
Well, they'll keep their...
Well, they're going to keep it, but like the Civic or the Vic, it will come to a point where we need to upgrade.
Yeah, but they upgrade every 4 years anyhow. Yeah. Or every so many thousand K.
That's just the thing. I wonder, like, yeah, they're going to have the Ford Explorers.
Yeah.
But what else are they going to have for a car?
I mean, what do you really see most now? SUVs.
No, I still see cars. Actually, I saw a Vic police car the other day.
Like an old school Crown
Vic? Yeah. I'm like, they're still around?
I guess.
Because usually cadets drive, but no, this is still police.
I mean, I'm sure the cars that they have now, because obviously they're going to buy 2019s, and 2019s are still going to be on the lot into 2021. Yeah. So they'll still have them for a couple years. Mm-hmm. I mean, they might still specially build some for cop cars.
Yeah, I can't see them not.
But, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. But also, I could see them getting, once they're expired, then it's replaced with an SUV. Because, I mean, it's...
Well, like, in the States, it's a lot more pickup trucks and a lot more Chevy Tahoes.
Yes.
Those are very common for police vehicles.
But, I mean, also in Texas, it's a lot of... There's a lot of country and
no, I lost it because we can't have our tires past our body line. We can't have this. We can't have that. The police truck had stands.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
There's a police truck by my house. It's
the Ford
SWAT.
Yeah,
it's a Suburban.
Yeah,
on fuel rims. Poking with a big brush guard, tinted black. I'm like, winches. It had every light bars. I'm like, well, glad my tax-paying money can build them a truck and not me. Like, really?
And they're nice.
Literally, and they have two of them.
I know.
And they're building a third one.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Well, I mean, when we have 40 homicides a year, kind of need them after a while. Okay, so next on the list is Toyota Prius Compact.
Finally.
Well, not the actual, but it's like the submodel.
Yeah.
So I mean, not really surprised. It came out a couple. It first hit the road in 2012 with minor upgrades over the next several years. This continuation ended this year.
Prius has been around since like 03.
Yeah.
Or 04.
Yeah. Here's one that might surprise you. Chevy Impala is finally getting the boot.
Yeah, I mean, kind of does, because it was one of their... It could either be your nice car, like compared to a Cadillac drive, yes,
or your grandma mobile.
Well, exactly, or it's your cheap... Well, they have, they either have the high-end, real nice, like, Grandpa got some bank and he's going to cruise around in a nice Impala, or it's going to be... I'm broke. I need a nice, reliable car that still has okay features, and you can pick it up for $15,000.
Yeah, because I remember the girlfriend's mom. Yeah. She had the Malibu, but it was like an 03, so it's the classic.
Wait, was it the Malibu or the Impala?
Oh, sorry, Impala.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow,
I'm getting confused, but no, you're right. Yeah. And it's like came out in like 85, was gone, came back on, came back, and it's like. Wow, that's because when you think of the classic Impalas, or Impalas, it's like you think that long body. Yeah. Moving up into kind of a nicer class, Infiniti QX30, which is one of their more staple SUVs.
Oh, okay. I'm not really.
Yeah, I know. I don't know too much.
With Infiniti.
It was more because of a disappointing sales result, end quote. This one that hurt, I'm sure a lot of people. Volkswagen Beetle.
Finally.
Getting the boot in 2020.
Junk.
Yeah. Well, the good old German engineering, yeah.
I mean, I know we had this on our last one. Volkswagen's a hit and a miss. Mm-hmm. It's either you can win some or you can lose some.
And unfortunately, the old lady lost one.
Yeah, and her girlfriend's parents lost one. I mean, It
is what it is.
It's Volkswagen. They're shit.
Let's see here. Cadillac CTS.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah, because that's a pretty common one.
I like
Cadillac.
CTSs.
CTS V. Well, that's like their sport version.
That's the SUV or that's the car?
That's the car.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Because I know they had the old CTSs, which is what, I know one kid at school had one.
Oh, yeah, it's a coupe.
Yeah.
The Cadillac CTS was groundbreaking and of itself. As it was the first coupe version of the Caddy to come out since the Eldorado.
And they were cheap. They were smaller.
Well, for Caddy, yeah.
Because like I know they had like the Cadillac. I don't remember Matt's dad's Cadillac. Mm-hmm. That thing was a boat.
Yeah,
I mean, it was huge. Yeah. Versus the CTX, which is half the size with 3 liter in it.
Fast.
Yeah, it had like a V6 or whatever, and I mean they were. I don't know. I like them. Rear wheel drive, fun, cool.
And it's Cadillac.
Exactly.
When you think
Cadillac.
Yeah, it's the Cadillac of this. It's the Cadillac of that, right? Yeah. Fiat 500. That's a little surprising to me, because the 500's electric version.
I thought Fiat was banned in Manitoba. No, not Fiat. What car was that?
I don't know.
There was some. I think it was Fiat had a hard time coming to Manitoba. I think it was or something. So. No, I know there's one car that they had a real hard time trying to get all the regulations and everything in to bring them into Manitoba.
News to me. And a Hyundai Santa Fe XL. So basically the Hyundai Santa Fe. Yeah. That's kind of surprising because that
is that what the old lady's mom has?
Yeah.
Isn't that what your mom has?
No, that's what my mom has.
Yeah.
Because that's like the Santa Fe and the Tucson. Those are the two, even though they almost look alike. But the reason being, because they got the Palestine, right? Something like that. I think that's what it's called.
I don't even know where you are. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's like their new SUV to come out. So, I mean, it makes sense. Always. And Tesla Model 3 long range rear wheel drive. That's a mouthful. I know.
I don't like Tesla.
I know you don't like Tesla.
I hate Tesla.
But it's like,
everybody's like, "Oh, Tesla! Look, there's a Tesla. Look at that old Chevy truck."
I know.
I think I don't like them because I'm sure
like change.
If I went for a drive, someone showed me what's up, maybe I would give them a little more of a break, but I just don't. I hate electric cars. Mm-hmm. They're stupid. Mm-hmm. They're just. I could go on for hours about what I don't like about them, but it's just, and me and my sister got in an argument about.
Which don't want you to get into an argument
about. She loves to argue about anything. She argued about her parking spot in the driveway the other day. Yep. Freaked out because I was parked in front of her.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I feel bad because I don't want to cause that. Yeah. Because I know, okay, don't park here, mom parks here. Yeah. Don't park there, dad parks there. Well, that's like when you come here, hey, is the old man here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll park behind the garage.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so we argued about it, and they're worse for the environment. To make a battery is horrible. Like, it's, I don't know.
I like me some dinosaur juice.
Just walk. Ride your old bicycle.
I mean, if people are really going to bitch and complain, just ride a bike. Walk, take a bus.
And the ones that are complaining are the ones that are driving Suburbans or Tahoes or... Ford excursions and that. Like, it's the ones that are complaining.
That won't lift a finger to do anything.
Yeah. They're the ones that own $1 million companies that are getting freight shipped in, this and that. Like, I mean, it's the people that don't care. And I had this whole debate about, I mean, this is getting way off topic, but as we were having this debate about the pipeline.
Oh, that's one of those touchy subjects.
It is, but, well, it was with my girlfriend's dad, and me and him we agree on a lot of things.
But in general, like, the pipeline, I know it's really crossing the line, but pipeline, abortion, and gun control. In the States, those are, and religion. In the States, those are, like, the main three very touchy things.
But yeah, so with this pipeline, there's a whole thing. It's Out of the Barrel, I think, or something. It's on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And it's a whole video of saying that all the protesters are all rigged.
Really?
Yeah. The big companies that don't want the protest, like, that don't want the pipeline or whatever, to come in, they're paying all these natives people that, like, from the reserve or wherever in that area they're from, paying them to go stand there and protest. And what happens when the pipeline doesn't get through? They don't plant any trees. They don't clean up their mess. The company that brought in all these people, they say, yeah, it's going to destroy the land. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. We're going to try to protect it, this and that.
But we're not going to do anything to help you.
They do nothing. They pay the people. The people say, now what? Well, go home. You're done. Mm-hmm. You did what you need to do. You stood here. You talked your BS and have a good day. Well, I thought you were going to plant all these trees. No,
sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch the documentary. I'm kind of just going off of what he was talking about. But, I mean, I'm going to definitely check it out. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was Out of the Barrel. But, I mean, it was, it's like...
That sounds cool. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, sure, pipelines, I get where people come from. You know...
Pipelines are a hell of a lot safer than any other travel.
Yeah.
Provide a lot of jobs.
A shit ton of jobs.
A lot of jobs.
Good paying jobs. And after, say, 10 years, it goes back.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I get where people come from. You know, if something does happen, it's a big leak because you got to think it crosses a country.
Sure.
To pinpoint where it's coming from will take a while.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them are above ground.
Yeah.
Like, some pipelines are above ground. Mm-hmm. But it's also a train derailment. You're not getting just one car that derails. Plop, okay, it's one
like
goes,
50, 60 cars.
They all go.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of them are going.
Yeah. And you also got to think, that's up in flames. That's going to kill the environment.
Yeah. Or fire.
I'd much rather, you're going to sound stupid, I'd much rather have the oil spill, soak back into the earth.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Like, don't get me wrong, sure, it's probably pumped with additives and chemicals and all this by then.
Yeah.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
But I mean, like, and that's, like, to build the trains, to have the semis running up and down the road. Like, there's one part of the video where they're saying that, like, 180 semis would drive past this person's house doing the same trip, back and forth,
yep,
all day long, just
for oil.
Just to do the oil. Even though there's protesters, they're still going.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Like,
well, that's just like with pigs and stuff.
Exactly.
I got a bigger bumper. I can crush you like a twig.
Exactly. I mean,
you'll always have that issue. It's just like the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, things will progress and change over time, but...
There's always going to be that someone or some group of people that really don't like that this or that or whatever, which have your own speech, have your own right, whatever, but if someone's trying to do something that's better or to help the economy or whatever, let them be. Like, I don't know.
See, and I mean, that's just like, even with cars.
Yeah.
The car community alone, like, I know you can attest for it. It doesn't matter who you are. People are always going to rag one way or another.
Yeah.
I'll admit it. Even there's times, like, I can appreciate everything.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, no,
why?
See, I'm more of a truck person. Mm-hmm. But if I see a nice, Supra or Skyline or whatever, it's like, you did the same thing I did.
Yeah.
Worked your ass off to get what you wanted.
Yeah.
Built it yourself. Paid all that money. I will appreciate your car.
Yeah.
I'm not going to rag on you. I'll maybe crack a joke here and there, whatever. But that's the community.
That's when it, like, go overboard.
Yeah.
It looks like shit.
Yeah.
They try and show off and act like they're top notch. Then it's like, go take a hike.
Exactly. And if it's daddy's money. If you're coming up to me with daddy's truck, say, oh, smoker truck, this and that, whatever. My truck's better. Well, yeah, obviously you got dad's wallet. I got my minimum ass wage job doing, like, I mean, even at school when
it's like, dude, floor it, break your truck. I don't care.
Well, even at school, like there's a couple guys that had nice new trucks. I'm not gonna name names, but nice trucks, and it's like, yeah, my truck's better than yours. Yeah, well, sorry, Dad didn't give me a wicked deal, or Dad didn't give me this truck. I worked my ass off to buy this clapped out '93 Chevy. Would I have it anyway? Hell no, I love this truck.
Like, don't get me wrong. Sure, the '98 Chev I got was from my parents, but the truck would have been worth $500.
Yeah, literally.
Would it
the tires were worth more.
Yeah, because it was brand new tires.
Yeah.
Like, would it pass safety? Couldn't sell for much. So they're like, you know what? Here you go.
And which is fair. Like,
when it's at 600,000 K.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't gotten anything handed down to me like that.
Yeah.
Sure, I've had my parents, like, for my first vehicle, they pitched in and helped out and whatever, which was great because, I mean, it was obviously hard for me to afford it as a young kid, and they helped with insurance and whatever. But, I mean, when they're going out, buying you a brand new truck, brand new car, like, yeah, you got handed down a '98 Chevy, but it's still, or is it '98 or '96? '98. It's still a '98 Chevy with 600,000 K. Yeah. You know what it's like to fix your own truck.
Oh,
you know what happens when you put a hole this big in the block. Yeah. Like, it's,
or spin the bearings.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what packed it in.
Yeah,
it's like, because the teachers were like, we don't want this here forever, like Posthumous's car.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. So they gave me the choice. You find the engine or fix it.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was wrong with it, so I'm like, I'll find one.
Yeah.
Couldn't find one. Sold the engine.
Yeah.
Sold the truck. So I made like $1,000 off of it almost.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not complaining.
No, exactly. So I mean, it's kind of that, I don't know. When you work for it and you earn it yourself, you
feel better. It's a sense of accomplishment.
Exactly. I mean, even like my new truck. I mean, it's the bank's truck, but it's also
Does the bank know what you're doing to their truck?
No. They know I put $200 on the headlights in it? No.
Nope.
Do they know I put a super tent on it? No. They know I haul a 30-foot camera with it? No.
Wow. I mean,
insurance knows.
Insurance knows.
But do they know it's underrated for it? No.
But seeing just like people rating on cars, that's like obviously not naming names. But scrolling through Facebook today, it's like, quote, car girls are annoying, end quote, are annoying in the car community, prove me wrong. Who share these? Girls.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, I'm itching, I'm like, don't say anything.
See, that's the thing, like, there's some girls, like my girlfriend's not a car girl. She knows a little bit from what I've taught her dad's taught her, and whatever. She knows she's not a car girl.
Yeah.
She knows she's not one to step up in a group of people and say, no, you're wrong because it's this and that and that. But there's some girls that have been around their boyfriend for 2 months and he drives a '98 Civic that's got a fart can on it and she knows everything about the car. It's like,
and it's not just that, but like, say the old lady, we'll go to a car show. That's garbage. That's garbage.
Yeah.
That's stupid. I can just go to a dealership. I'm like, just stop.
My girlfriend's like that too, to a point, because like, but she, like,
she can at least appreciate it.
She respects, like, even like I had a Z300ZX. It was a pile. It was sick. It was fun. She loved it, but she hated it.
Oh yeah.
Like, the happiest day was when I sold it. The happiest day was, or saddest day was when I sold it.
Yeah.
She loved it, but she also hated it because she knew it's gonna need work. It's gonna be expensive. Whatever. But it was also, it was a kind of cool car, you know, rear drive manual.
She can't stand driving in my car.
Yeah.
Sure, the suspension's shot, so with the Because it has oversized tires. You sit in it. Yeah. So with oversized tires, even with me in it rubs.
Yeah.
And then, now with the fart can, she can't stand being in it. I'm like, I don't care.
See, which is like, Jem hates but loves the square body.
Yeah.
She loves it because she loves all the attention you get in it. Mm-hmm. She loves that it's a cool old classic truck. Mm-hmm. Her dad had one back in the day.
And everybody's dad had one. My dad had back.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine didn't.
No, he had that. He had a Suburban. And then the shop, the mechanic shop he was at, had a brown
with the plow.
With the plow lifted.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my dream truck.
But yeah, so like she hates it, but she hates it because I put a lot of money into it and spend time on it
instead of her.
Yeah, but she loves it because it's something we can go cruise out in. We can go,
and she knows it brings some joy.
Exactly. Yeah.
But no, like back to the post. It's ooh, stop dying, please.
Excuse me.
But back to the post. It's like this post was more geared towards the actual female car enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Like, the people who shared it, like, don't get me wrong, they do have nice cars.
Yes.
I like them.
Yeah.
But, it's like, well, then, like, I wanted to say, well, then why do we need a class for females?
Yeah.
Why do we need a best show female this or female this?
See, which is like, why do we have that?
Yeah.
Why? That's stupid.
Like, I get it's to attract more females, but...
They want to be equal.
Yeah.
Every girl, like, I'm not to be rude or anything,
you're right.
But
because and this is where we're going to start getting touchy because there's no females on this.
Yeah.
But when you're in a car show of all guys and there's only a few females, you know it's that same one that wins it every time.
Yeah.
Because it's female.
The 3 or 5 of them, and it's, and I mean, yeah, and that's, I know it's stupid because it's why aren't they all one group?
Yeah.
Why aren't we all together? Girls want to be equal.
Mm-hmm.
They do the same as the guys. They build their project cars. They work on it, whatever. So why aren't they with us?
Yeah.
Doing, like, what's...
See, and that's...
Like, because I get the car group is more for guys and this and that, whatever. It's for everybody.
It is. That's like Unrestricted Empire. It's for everybody, regardless what you drive.
Exactly. I've gone to my girlfriend's Malibu.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I want to drive my car because it's mine.
Yeah.
I know it's not anything really to look at, but I've done stuff to it. I want to show it off.
Exactly.
People know me for that car.
Even my new truck.
Yeah.
It's another 14 Chevy with 35s and an exhaust and whatever.
Every white boy does.
Exactly. It's nothing special, but it's still my truck. I like it.
People know you for it.
Exactly. Like, I put money into. Sure, it's not a lot. Doesn't look like a lot, but
it is.
Rims and tires, $2,500.
Yep.
Tow mirrors, $1,000.
Yep.
Exhaust, $500, $600.
Is that much?
Well, no, because I did it myself.
But exhaust adds up quick. People don't realize.
To get it done properly by a shop was $900, and I was like, I'll do it myself. Yeah, and it works fine. It does the exact same thing.
The wire.
That's gone. That welder was a pile. Yeah. It had a toggle switch as a trigger.
But it worked.
It's Liam's now.
Is it really?
I gave it to him.
Wow.
I got my new Lincoln, so I was like, I'm not messing with that pile.
Oh, you like the new Lincoln?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean...
Is you a good boy? Yes.
Yes. Yes, it's a lot better.
Well, no, I was thinking, like... Because I'm not sure if you saw, but I kind of made a separate intro for the podcast.
Yes.
And I was thinking, if we were to film our own, kind of have, like, a slow-mo pan of, say, you welding.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you see your face, and then the sparks from the welder. And that's in slow-mo, and then a quick, fast motion. Basically, you pull your helmet up and look at the camera. Then super fast motion over to me at the workbench. And then slow it down to me grinding, shooting sparks at the camera.
Are we,
I know.
We in suspenders with no t-shirts on, too?
Just get some little nipple pasties. Yeah.
Some grinding discs. All I can picture is, as soon as you said it goes slow over, is a picture of those girls in, like, very skimpy clothes, grinding with the help.
You just had to. You know, fine. I'll just hire some models and be done.
Done.
Clickbait. Done. I don't know.
If their girlfriends doing it, they would not fall for it.
No, they wouldn't. Here, hold this. No, I'm not holding this.
What's this do?
Well, that's like when we were cutting the CV axle off old man's truck.
They were not happy.
No.
Neither of them were.
I wasn't either.
Oh, I know.
Sitting there and just... Oh, that's a cutting disc.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Yeah, you got it.
Up the finger to the bone.
Yeah, you have no luck with that.
That's
drilling a drill bit through your hand. You do it once, you never live it down. That's right.
They still share it at school. They do.
Still can't believe that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, it is a good, smart thing. Like, hey, don't be stupid.
Don't be this kid.
Yeah, literally.
Like, I know the joke wear off because nobody's around that.
Nobody knows anymore. Nobody knows who it is. But every year I get a Instagram message or Facebook or Snapchat. Yeah, is this your hand? Yes.
Is this really you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how bad did it? I don't know. I didn't feel it. What do you mean you didn't feel it?
It's a long story.
It went in, and it's...
Well, your adrenaline.
Yeah, exactly.
Smoked a little, maybe.
No, not at school.
Oh, we're graduated. Who cares?
True.
School was a good time. Well,
hit and miss.
It was hit and miss, but
the school part, the learning part sucked.
But finding, because I never would have known you.
True.
It was the parking lot. Like, think about it. The parking lot is what made the friends at that school. That's you drifting around the corner and riding off Sweeney's car?
That did not happen.
What?
That didn't happen.
Like, it didn't happen? Or
according to insurance and everything else, it was just a T-bone. It just an accident.
Oh, I didn't. And then...
Fine, they already suspended it and took it away. That's 2 years. Well, 4 years ago already.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And then Mr. B comes running out. Give me your keys! Well, can I move my truck? No!
Did you say that to me?
He said that to somebody. I can't remember who.
Oh, because I left. As soon as I hit I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, I'm out. Bye.
Maybe Sweeney then. Maybe somebody. And then the two kids sitting in the windowsill drift around the corner. Kid falls out of the car.
Biden! Yeah,
he was... I'm sorry, but it's like, come on.
They didn't drift it. They just went really fast around the corner. Yeah, and he got concussed by that. And he was out of school for like...
Well, he was throwing up. Like, it was bad.
He was, yeah.
He's lucky he didn't die from
he got the nickname Biden.
Biden. Yeah.
I mean, that's really bad and mean.
But it was
funny.
We're like, because who was it? I think one of us sent each other the picture of all our trucks parked up on the snow hill. Yep. And I love that picture because me and you had the Chevys.
Yep. And there was a little Integra up there too.
Yeah.
There was Cole's truck, your truck, Eric's, mine, and Integra.
And Jesse. No, Jesse didn't do it.
No, Jesse did.
Who's had the Integra?
Ed. He's a year older than us.
Oh, okay. That's why, because I don't remember him.
Yeah.
But no, and that's funny, because even today, like, I don't talk to words. I don't talk to Eric.
I do.
Well, I know you do, but because, like, I also have no need to. We know who we are.
True. Yeah.
Every time we pass each other, it's the head nod. It's like, we know who we are.
Thing. And wave up the window.
Yeah. That was always the fun thing about high school.
Yeah.
The close-knit group of car guys driving, no matter where we were. It's out the window or...
I mean, it's still like that.
Oh, it's always...
Whenever I see Buddy or someone, I also, a lot of the time, like, I don't know, people just sometimes don't see me or whatever, but it's a... Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Yeah. And then you feel like an asshole when you're honking and you're waving and they're just like, driving along, I don't care about life. Yeah. And it's like, no!
The person in front, he's like...
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, no, him, no. Oh.
I thought I had friends.
Thought. Well, that's like when I had what was it? When I had the Dodge, everybody knew me for this big, red, loud truck.
The
hoopty.
Everybody knew me for...
The Chevy.
It was first the Blazer. the blazer
at that blazer. I guess the card's full.
The blazer was at one of the other schools where I picked up my buddy.
Yeah.
Everybody knew the blazer.
Yeah.
Like it was yeah.
Well, yeah, and then Ray got the Mazda, and it's like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah. Did you have the Mazda in school?
The last couple weeks of grade 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but live, learn, die dumb, right?
Yep.
Move on in life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but I think this is pretty much the end of our third episode of the Rambling podcast, the Naked Mole Rat Show. As always, buddy. I don't know why we're shaking hands. The camera's off.
You gotta make it some... There we go. Oh, that just made it.
That topped it off.
I don't consent.
Anyways. Oh my god. Hashtag me too. Oh, that's so bad. Anyways, buddy, you have yourself a good one. We'll see you next week.
On the fourth installment.
Yeah, maybe special guest. I don't know. We gotta figure it out. Figure it out. Anyways, good talk, as always. Hopefully it turned out good. New mics will come soon once I sell that headache rack, maybe.
Maybe I'll buy it.
Or maybe you buy the microphones. I'll give you the headache rack.
Depends what's cheaper.
Okay, all right, buddy. All right. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
And remember, wait, what was it that? What was the thing? Keep the hood. No.
I don't know.
Oh, when in doubt, throttle out. Take care, everybody. Wait. Wait.